Yummy.
So good.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Built From Scratch podcast. This is your host Sule from Sule's Bakery.
And this is your host Itza with It's a Party.
And today we have a very special guest. And we have here...
Hi everyone. My name is Esmeralda, and we are here at my shop at Coco's. And this is us, or this is me.
This is her.
Yeah.
This is her.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks. Thank you for having me. I'm so honored, and this is amazing.
I'm so excited because today is our very first time traveling as a podcast. So we always do it at my house. We have our little vibe there. But today, I mean, this is pretty nice. I like this.
I can't wait to show you guys her shop. It's
so nice. It's so cute. It's so you.
Aww.
Yes.
Thank you. It's my little baby, my baby girl.
So tell us, how long have you been in business?
Yeah, so we have been open for a year now. Officially, we opened last January, so it's been 1 year.
You just had your anniversary.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been crazy. It's been really good.
It's been a year.
Yeah,
Awesome.
been really blessed, so I'm really thankful, and I met people like you too through it all. So.
And I mean,
what do you do? Like, what are you? A lot of people don't know what Coco Cafe is.
Yeah,
so tell
my little Coco. So we're a cafe. So we do like coffee, matcha, chai, a lot of matcha for all of our matcha girlies out there. Yeah, and chai and amazing coffee.
it's so good.
Yeah, we have amazing food like avocado toast. I don't know. We got all the good stuff. We have a little shop. Like, I don't know. You can see it.
Yeah, it's pretty sure.
It's behind us here. And yeah, we're located in Greeley. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's about us. We bring the vibes. We try.
So your name is your restaurant, your cafe shop is Coco's Cafe. Where does the name come from?
Yeah, where does Coco come from?
Yeah, so Coco to me just means like love, like my little Coco. Like it's like just an endearing name to me. Like it's just something special, and people ask me that all the time, and I'm like, I don't know, like. It's just like a little nickname, like I love to give, and like, it's just so magical to me.
That's crazy. So I really thought it was going to be like, I don't know, like, grandma's, like, your grandma Coco, or maybe because of the movie Coco, or like a special someone. Like, I really thought
when I first found her, I wanted to get out of my house and go work at a coffee shop, like do my office work at a coffee shop. So when I searched up coffee shops, this one popped up.
Like randomly? I actually never knew how you found us, like both of you.
I found you because of Sulema.
Okay, is that the story? You were just like looking up random places?
I was looking up at places. I'm like, I need to get out of my house. I want to go work at a coffee shop, sit down, drink coffee while I'm on my computer. So I looked up the name, and when I said Coco's, I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, okay, maybe the owner's name is Socorro.
Coco.
Oh, that's a cute name.
Or I mean, now that I think of it, I'm like, maybe it's a loved one, or like Coco's, you imagine someone's name. Someone's just like, oh, nice. So then when I walked in, I was just like, hi, and I have no idea.
Was I here?
Mm-hmm. I had no idea what to order. So I'm just like, I'm very picky at coffee, so I'm just like, I don't know, maybe I'll just try a chai. And you were so nice. I loved your vibe. And then you're like, hi, my name is Esmeralda. I'm like, okay, her name is not Socorro. That's my little experience on how I found her.
Wait, did you come by yourself? And then?
I did. And then after that, I told Sylvia. And that's when we both walked in.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Nice. I loved it. The first time I came was to meet you, because I came to check out the space for her workshop. And as soon as I came in, I'm like, I love it here.
I
love it here.
I had my second workshop here, actually. I walked in and I told Esmeralda the idea, and she's like, oh my gosh, yes, I love it. And we're just like, yes, I love this too.
For all of our aesthetic girlies, you guys need to come and check it out.
I know it's
you get good content with like the food and your drink, and it's just the vibe.
And I mean, you should check out her Instagram. It's so cute too. Like it's literally like if you were at the cafe, but on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we love it. So we love it.
So, what's your most popular drink?
Oh my gosh. Right now the strawberries and cream matcha. That one for sure. Maple pistachio latte. It's an iced drink. That one's yummy.
You like pistachio, no?
Yeah, that one's freaking good. That one's it's like we sell it so much.
I'll have to try that next.
What else? I think probably any matchas. Like we get so many people who like come in and drink matcha. But do you like matcha, by the way?
It's not my favorite.
Okay, that's okay.
I tolerate it, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah, but you love matcha.
I got hooked on matcha because of Sylvia. Because of you, Sylvia.
Oh, Sylvia.
Because she's my matcha girly.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know what? Let me give it a try.
And now she's hooked.
Now I'm
so I'll
hooked.
have to try it too.
Next time.
I'm your chai girl. Like you already know my order.
Wow. Well, this is so nice.
I wanted to know. So why did you start a coffee shop? Like, I don't know. Like, was it a childhood dream, or like what got you into coffee?
Yeah, I literally have no idea like how it like got into my head, but for probably a decade I was like, I'm gonna open up a coffee shop. I'm gonna sell avocado toast. I mean, there's actually a whole story. So I was in Costa Rica one time, and I was just with my best friends, and we were traveling, and we were at this like little cafe on the beach, and we were just being silly. Like we were in Costa Rica, we were in college, and I was like, I promise you guys, I'm going to open up a cafe that sells avocado toast.
Aww.
So, yeah, that was almost 10 years ago. No, maybe like 8 years ago. So, yeah, ever since then, I was like, I'm going to do it one day.
That is so sweet.
And then I never thought it would actually happen because I would always tell people, like, yeah, I'd love to open up my own coffee shop. But, like,
wow.
It just ended up happening.
You didn't just open any coffee shop. Like I feel like you really put thought into your vibe, the space, the location, the drinks, the presentation. Like
it's hard.
I love it.
Thank you.
And it's very inspiring because my daughter, she's 14.
Yeah.
And she has a sister that is only a year older than her. And ever since they were younger, they would say that when they move out and they're in college, they're gonna be roommates. They're gonna have a bakery and a coffee shop together because and just your story reminds me of them. I'm like, that is so sweet. So I hope the young ladies that are watching, if you have a dream, it doesn't matter if it's 5-10 years from
and if
it'll happen.
Like silly, like if you're like, how the frick is that gonna happen? Like just keep like believing in it, and like if it's meant to be, it will happen, and like things will fall into place. Like some of the stuff that's like happened like along my journey, I'm like, how the frick did that like happen? If it's meant to be, and
it'll be.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh wow. That's good. That's Sulema's phrase.
My little phrase for every time I'm like, oh wow.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, oh wow. That's what she says.
Love it.
So you've been in business for a year. Mm-hmm. Where do you see? I mean, do you see Coco's Cafe staying for a little? I mean, you better stay for a little while.
I need my matcha.
I'm here for a good time for sure.
I know it's rough, and I know it's hard sometimes. Managing and balancing a business, a life, but this is so good. It can't go anywhere. But where do you see yourself? Like, do you think, are you going to stay in business?
Are you going to expand one day?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All great questions. I have no idea like what the future holds for me as far as like obviously I'm going to be here for a while, but I'd love to like maybe open up another location, but
can you please do it over in Evans? That's where we both live.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is just a literally 8-10 minute drive. We can do that.
No, it's okay.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. Like just whatever. I would love to like expand like my brand and just like bring just more. I don't know how to word it, but just like more of these more like fun and like I don't know, how do I word it? Like fun and like girly vibes, like Greeley, like things that like Greeley needs, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or like the small town we live in. So whether that be another coffee shop, I have no idea. I am getting. I started my Pilates certification. I don't know if I.
Okay, I was just gonna say that. I was gonna go either with yoga or Pilates. Yeah.
I've been wanting to do the yoga one. Last time I asked her, I'm like, is the yoga one still available? And she's like,
yoga
no.
class. Oh, the ones we hold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not getting my yoga certification, but I started my Pilates certification this past weekend.
Okay.
So,
imagine that.
I want to learn how to do Pilates.
Pilates class. Yeah. So that's my next, and like, even if it's, I don't know if it's gonna be another business, but that's my next like personal like growth I want to do for myself, because I don't know, like
I can see that, like a little Pilates section with like a little coffee
next to it. Wow.
So I am doing that. After that, I don't have a good answer.
Is there Pilates here in Greeley? I think I wanted to join Pilates and I checked.
I don't think so.
And the nearest one that I found was in Windsor. But I mean, I don't have Pilates money, so
so please think of us when you're pricing that.
I will for sure. But
so I also wanted to know, how do you balance? Because I like, obviously our podcast is relatable to a lot of like business owners. A lot of us have the same experiences so far. It's very relatable, and I want to know, how do you balance your life and your business?
Honestly, that is something I haven't been within this past year. I didn't know how, and I'm still learning how to figure it out. I think the first, I guess, step is realizing there needs to be a balance, and
there is. Do you consider your business your identity now? Like who you were before to what you are now? Like, did your business make you more responsible, or
Yeah. That's hard to answer, because I mean, yes, like I feel like that is like one of the biggest things I realized was I didn't realize how much this was gonna like consume me, like not consume me, but like it's literally my baby, so it's like literally all I think about, like what I put, like
you literally put it first.
I put it first. I think about it first. I think about like my team, just everything, and within all that, I feel like you don't know like who am I, like you like lose like
a little bit of yourself.
I lose a little. I have lost like I have lost a little bit about myself, because I'm like so focused on nurturing this and like taking care of this, that I'm like, what about me?
You're so focused on creating new stuff, new drinks, new menus all the time.
Do you ever feel like there's a pressure to stay, I don't want to say trending, because but I feel that with my business, like by the time I got a new backdrop, I'm going to give you that example. And then, like all of us want the same thing. We all want to be out and trending and with the newest stuff. And sometimes I feel like I can never get caught up.
Yeah.
Like I'm barely trying to get one trending opinion style out there when the next already hit me.
Yeah.
Does that ever like happen to you? Like,
I think it's not that there's pressure, but I think being like one of the newer businesses in Greeley and being like the up and coming business, and like I believe we've set a standard,
and it's expected now.
Yeah,
right.
It's expected, and I mean I love it. Like I have high expectations myself, but it's like, dang, can I catch a break? Like when can I catch a break? Like when? Okay, once we did this launch, now we have to prep for the next.
You can't even. I feel like sometimes I feel that way. Like I can't even enjoy that one moment, because I'm already having to prep for the next. And I feel that with holidays. For me, it's holidays, because during Christmas, my head was already like going into like Valentine's, and it wasn't even January yet.
Right.
So I kind of see the relation with that. Like, you just launched something, and then now you have to like be thinking ahead of the. I feel like we always, as business owners, have to be thinking ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Right.
You do.
And sometimes you do lose yourself, because obviously I feel like your business is your face. It's in a way, your identity. But sometimes I do feel like a lot of the business owners lose themselves by trying to like keep bringing and keeping up. Yeah.
I think I felt a lot of sense of losing myself because honestly, I was prioritizing my business, and there's so much, like, especially for me, there was so much, like starting your own and like investing, it's risky and it's scary, and like, you literally just stop prioritizing yourself, even though sometimes you should. And I did have that realization, like, dang, I need to I need to prioritize myself for not only like my overall well-being, but also the overall well-being of my business. Like if I'm not, like if I'm unwell and if I'm not okay, then like how do I expect my business to be like thriving and like people, it's
hard. It's like like literally being a mom, right?
Oh yeah.
It's like you have to be on top of everything, al 100, for your kids to be
like you have to fill your own cup before I can fill my kids' cup. And that was a really hard like realization for me, that if I'm not okay, they're not okay. And it goes with your business too. It's like if I'm not mentally okay, or if I'm not like feeling myself or like myself, I can't just like how do you call that, like show that, and I feel like sometimes you have to like take 2 steps back,
take a breath,
like refresh
and
reset and jump back in.
I know, I can't even imagine having like
kids and
like,
business.
That's crazy.
Sometimes it's hard, but like you say, like this is your baby, and it really shows how much you care for your business. And bringing it back to like where you say like it's risky, I feel like because everybody that starts a business, how risky it is, so you put it all on the table because you already put all that money down. Like you can't give up. Like you have to keep going. Like so that
even though sometimes
you don't want to.
No, like
that's
sometimes
how
like
I
girl,
feel.
I'm like, I absolutely don't want to. Like, but
that's how I feel, because
so
I think it was like the first few times I walked in and I was just like, I have some questions for you. Like, how do you like this? How was the process? What are the legal stuff? Or, like, because I, in the future, want to have my own little bake shop, but I'm scared, because right now I feel like it's already a lot. So now, like, opening up a shop, it's going to give me even more responsibility. It's going to be more time consuming. So I'm just like, I'm afraid. And I can imagine how you feel. Waking up one day and, okay, today's my goal to make this much, or what if I don't, or what if I exceed my goal, like it's never, you never know what's ahead of you, like in this kind of businesses.
For sure. And it's also like I've gotten better about it, but just it's so easy to have like to get a negative attitude like when it's slower, but like you just can't have a negative attitude, even though, or like not negative attitude, you have to still be positive and be hopeful, like you have to believe. And sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, like
am I even doing this right?
Have you ever had like a meltdown
or a scare?
Like business being slow? I think maybe like the first month or so I did, and here and there like a few days, but I don't know, like I said, we've been very blessed. Like I've been very, very blessed, and I'm very, very grateful. But even on those slower days, it's still hard.
Every time I come here, it's packed. No. So
remember last time it was a little slow,
yeah,
and then
when you came with your husband,
and then it started getting packed.
Yeah,
She's like, you better come tomorrow. I'm like, I'm here.
I know, I felt so bad. It was so random.
No, and it made me like happy. It made my heart happy because I'm like, whoa, like,
Coco.
I was like, look at her.
When do you think is like your busiest time of the day?
Busy? Oh my gosh, it freaking whenever, it could literally pop off at any. Like when you came in at like a 3 p.m. on like a Saturday.
And it got full.
Yeah.
And it was a Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just depends, but definitely our busiest like Friday through Sunday or Thursday through Sunday are like our busiest days.
So what advice would you give someone that, like Sulema, that's thinking about expanding? Because obviously you didn't start, or did you? Like, you didn't start from home. It's not like you had a coffee shop at home. We're more like home-based businesses. But just like Sulema, I have goals too. Like, I want to eventually, I don't know, have like a balloon warehouse or like an event center, like expansion, you know?
Event center?
Like,
Okay, that sounds cool.
So, but I'm afraid, and like you're such an inspiration, you know, like you have this, and I feel like a lot of people that are home based can learn from your experience. Like, what is the first step to take? Like, what was the first thing you did to be like, okay, like I'm gonna do this? Like, did you have to like maybe save money first, or did you go out and look at space? Like, what was the first step you took? Like, how did this become Coco?
Yeah. So the very like first step I took was I contacted a business consultant, like a small business consultant. And there's so many free resources.
Take notes.
Yes. And I'd be more than happy to share. Yeah.
Like,
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Yeah. I didn't know either.
Oh my gosh. Like, my heart goes out and to them. So it's all free services. It's through
what?
It's through the Small Business Development Center. It's like a I don't know. It's like
there's one at UNC, no?
Yeah, that's where I went.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's it. And I just met with her, and the thing is, yes, they're a business consultant and they provide a lot of resources, but they don't do the work for you. They're just there as like kind of like a business therapist, pretty much.
Advice.
Like, okay, what should I, like, I have this scenario, and they're like, well, maybe they give you also the resources, like, okay, you actually need to speak to an attorney about that. So that was my very first step, and I recommend him to anyone.
Okay.
So yeah, that was like, and after that, it just kind of cascaded into like all the other things.
Yeah, because I have, like, when I think about it, I have all kinds of questions, like, who do I go to? Like, who do I go to ask for a loan? Like you said,
how much do I need?
How much do I need? Do I need anything like to put on the table for me to get started? You know, who do I go to? You know, like, who do I call to get more information about a place or and my equipment, like all of that, like, right? Did they give you all the resources of where to buy your ovens, your little, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Because I have like all those questions, like, where do I get my ovens? Where do I get the dishwasher? Where do I get, like, is it expensive?
Did the business consultant give you all that information, or?
Not specifically, just because they don't, like, specialize in, like, coffee shop consulting. I mean, you could, like, probably find a bakery consultant, and there are coffee shop consultants I could have contacted with, but they just gave me the overarching, like not generic, but like general business tips, I guess. Let's see. But as far as like the nitpicky, it was just kind of gotta wing it, and like just there's so much information like on the internet, I feel too. And I've worked in like different coffee shops, and it's not that I like looked at competitors, but like go and like do some like I did a lot of market research. I would literally go to coffee shops, or I would like look at like Instagrams and just see like, oh, that they use that. And I would, but this has been like almost a decade in the process of like dreaming this up. So like I've had time, like it didn't just happen overnight. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, oh wow. That's Sulema's.
Wow. It's because you're sitting in my spot today. That's why.
Yeah. So, I also want to know, what do I want to know?
What do we want to know?
What do you want to know?
I want to know. Oh, back to the identity.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we all get that tag. You know, like, oh, it's the decorator, the one that's never available on the weekends. Dude, the one that, like, you know.
When I first started talking to you, I would tell my husband, "Oh, Itza." He's like, "Who's Itza?" La de los globos.
Yeah, the balloon girl.
And then I was like, "Oh, we went to Esmeralda's coffee shop. Oh no, we went to Esmeralda's yesterday, and we told her we wanted her on the podcast, so we're gonna go to her place and do the podcast." He was like, "Who's Esmeralda?" I'm like,
Coco.
The Coco Cafe. like that's how people, like that's true. Like they know us like that, La Pastelera.
So how do you not remove from that, but how do you separate yourself from, because at the end of the day, we're humans. We are not just a walking business. Has it affected you? Because for a little while, it affected me.
Family-wise.
Personal, family-wise.
Mental.
Because I felt like I had that mom guilt. Like, I'm always busy remember I was telling you about this? I'm always busy on the weekends. My poor kiddos don't get to like go out and have fun on the weekends because they're with mom decorating for other people to have fun.
Or when you're like, when it comes to their birthday parties, like
I don't want to decorate. I do the bare minimum and things like that. So how do you separate? Like, are you finding ways to do that? Are you not there yet?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if I'm there yet.
Okay.
Let's see. But no, it is hard. And like, I'm sure you all know this, but like, you're the one like running, like ordering, organizing, not selling yourself, but promoting, trying to grow your business. And for me, like trying to take care of like my employees, trying to like, there's just all these things that I'm trying to take care of, taking care of my friendships, my relationships, my overall well-being. I'm like taking care of all those other things, but who's taking care of me, you know? And it's been a hard like realization and like truth. And I feel like I still probably up until maybe, like, I'm not even kidding, like a month ago, I'm like, what is important to me? Like what? Yeah. And yes, my business is very important to me and I want it to be successful, but like, where do I see my life in like 5 years and like 10 years? And I see it with like a family, a relationship. And so, it's hard and it's sad because like, I like feel sad for like my past self, like this whole past year. I'm like, dang, she's just trying to take care of so many other things. And
you had a full plate.
Yeah.
Are you taking any, I don't know, like any steps to get there? Like, I mean, because you have employees, I'm pretty sure like there's all this like math stuff and numbers and
math?
like
the things
all the numbers
and
so do you have a team behind, like, I mean, because like right now,
like an accountant,
we're our own accountants, our own marketing, our own inventory, ordering.
We are even our own
content
employees.
Creators. So I feel like we have to have like start building a team to be able to work like kind of
back out a little bit.
Like it's hard because nobody's ever gonna love and put the effort into your business the way we do, like as business owners.
That's what's so hard for me too. Is I was just telling the gal that did my hair, got my hair done. Like it's hard for me not to be here either because no one will like take care of people and like love on people as much as like the owner, like or me, you know. Like yes, my employees and the team love them. I'm so grateful for them, but they're not the owners. Like they're never gonna like betray, you know.
Yeah, because I've seen that when I've been to other restaurants and the owners actually they're walking around like, hey, how are you? Like, they always go up.
You can tell. So.
You can tell who's the owner. Or sometimes they actually be like, oh, hi, I'm the owner. But you can see them actually caring and being there for their business. And it's like that's going to happen a lot. I mean, you are just 1 year in, you know, so maybe like in the next 5 years you're gonna be like, okay, I'm ready to step back a little, you know.
I'm off to Portugal to Europe.
So it's like I think it's just a matter of time too.
And what were you saying about
and then I also feel like it's not, well, how would I say it, like when you have a business or you get married or you have kids, that's where you realize who your real ones are.
Truly.
Like even family members.
Oh my gosh.
They're the ones that don't support you sometimes.
No, it's sad.
Friends that you've considered your friends for the longest and you get busy, you get mom life or you get married and they're like, they back out. So I mean, it is hard being a business owner. You lose a lot of stuff, but
the real
you also
ones
gain
will always stay.
a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of rewards for sure.
So, are you single?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, this was the question of the night.
Shut the front door, really?
Are you single, Esmeralda?
Oh my gosh.
Married? Or,
I'm single.
I was about to say, like, let me see that ring.
I was like, well, girl, what?
I need to get a manicure first.
So single.
No, yes.
Do you think in the near future your partner will become your business partner?
My baby daddy?
I was about to say, what?
My soon-to-be baby daddy? No, I don't have anyone. I don't know. I mean, that's hard. I have no idea.
I asked because I was just telling Sulema about this. We were talking about this too, how at the beginning when I started my business, I feel like my partner wasn't he's always been supportive, but he wasn't very, very understanding. And for a little while, for a few months, there was a lot of pressure. And I felt like I had to choose. And when you love your business that much, it's like, it's hard to like, because you have a vision, you know where you're going, you know where you want your business to stay. It got to the point where I had to sit down with my partner and say, like,
this is my business.
Either you're in the wagon with me or you get off the wagon, because, like, this is what I want to do and I'm doing it for us. And I can't be fighting. And I feel like because you have a much bigger business, like this is like you're the whole team. You're the whole person running everything. Do you ever feel like either having a partner will either draw you away from this or you'll bring them along? That's what I was trying to get. Like, you think finding the right person will be on board with you, because how are you going to find time?
I know.
How are you going to find the balance, to...
Yeah, that is a great question. It's something I've definitely have not dealt with, but definitely have gone through over this past year. And I just think, especially, you just have to have someone that's on your team for sure. Whether it be like an actual business partner, but someone that's on your team and like supports you and like is patient. I think having if you own your own business and your partner may not have their own business, they probably will not understand.
Yeah, definitely not.
They won't. So I think patience is key. And
for sure.
You just got to be patient. Like, hey, like, this is calling. Like, I have to go do this.
Yeah.
Like, or I have to stay, or I can't. So I think patience, and I think the right person will be patient and also believe in not only you and your business, but also in the relationship.
Most definitely.
So yeah, it's kind of sad, like, if that's not the case. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is just your partner has to be patient with you, that you're a business owner, because you're not just you don't just have like a job that you clock in out of.
That's working 24/7.
I'm at your service at all times, pretty much. Yeah. So, and I'm still trying to figure. Yeah. I mean, this is my first business, so I don't even know like if anyone will understand. But hopefully,
I'm sure there's someone special out there.
Yeah, I hope.
And I know you're gonna have lots of support from that person. And I give you lots of props for running by yourself.
Yeah,
it takes guts to do that, because we have partners, and like I said, sometimes we're like bumping heads with them, but they are very supportive.
They're showing up,
They're always in our corners and help us. So, and sometimes even then, I still think it's hard. So, you're doing the damn thing.
You're still a baby. You're 1 year in,
but you're doing the damn thing.
Yeah,
you're doing the damn thing. Thanks. So, big props to you. Is there anything else you like to give advice on for, I don't know, maybe anybody watching, like my daughter, that wants to have a cafe, or, like
open up their own shop,
just
business.
Anything, like ourselves too. Like what would be the best advice you could give us and them, thinking about like expansion and dreaming bigger.
Even starting a business.
Yeah, starting a business.
Gosh. It won't happen unless you do it. Like, you just have to do it. You just have to believe in yourself. I think that's the biggest thing, because we're always like talking about like, oh, what if? And,
Stop procrastinating.
Just do it, girl. No, truly, actually, stop procrastinating is like the biggest thing.
Okay.
You know how many years I said like, yeah, I'm gonna start my business plan. I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna do
this. This is the year. This is the year.
But I never did it until like I actually did it. Like, it won't happen unless you do it.
Okay.
Like,
did you grab the computer and search business? What is it?
Business consultant?
Yeah. Or
well, it's because I went to UNC, so I knew about the center. Because I used to go to, like, I used to see it all the time, so I knew of it. And
so you set up a meeting.
Yep.
Okay.
Just signed up a little.
So just do it. Go do it, girls.
Business consultants and go from there.
Stop thinking about it. Stop procrastinating.
Because I didn't know a business consultant was a thing.
No, you should.
Until you mentioned it right now.
That's why I was like at UNC, because it clicked once you said that. I remembered, but I thought I don't know. I could have maybe used them a long time ago, but
do you have any personal goals in mind for this year?
This year.
This is your second year. You just passed your first anniversary,
for like
so
Cocos, for Cokes,
and yourself too.
Because you yourself is very important.
Oh yes. I think one of the biggest ones is definitely getting Pilates certified. So I started that, which is, it's kind of scary. It's a lot. It's a lot of info, but I think it'll be good. For Cokes, I'm trying to, let's see, I don't know, just trying to be like bigger, I guess. I think it's not a good goal though. Do you guys have any goals? Do you guys have any goals? Maybe I'll get some inspo from y'all.
Well, for personal wise is going to the gym, which we did start.
Yeah.
Going to the
feel
gym.
like being consistent for me.
Yeah.
And which I've been really applying. And Sulema can tell you, I've been like, I always would say like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I would never really like do it. And everything that I've been starting, I've been very consistent with.
Yeah.
Everything that I've been doing, such as like the reading and going to church. And now we started going to the gym. Like, once I start something, staying consistent for me was the big part. Because I could start a million things, but I would never stay consistent with them.
Yeah.
So for me, that was like a major goal that I was like, I need to be consistent this year. And so far I've been. So
are you reading?
I'm reading. I'm going to church. I'm going to the gym. We're working on our podcast. I'm booked and busy.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's one of my main ones, being consistent.
That's a good one. I'm trying to, I feel like, I think maybe
more self-care.
I think so. Like,
obviously self-love.
Yeah, I think like taking more time to like, for myself, for sure. Like, even like the simplest thing, like cleaning up, like cleaning my car, getting the kitchen clean, just like setting myself up for success. I feel
that's good. That's a
and
really
also
good
reading.
one.
And actually, my biggest one, which I'm not been good about, less phone. I am on my phone way too much. It's not okay.
I can't do that. I know it's not okay, but I think I'm addicted, guys.
No, I am. I'm on my phone all the time.
But don't you find yourself just like sometimes you're not even really reading? You're just like, I
mean, that way, yeah. Like,
I need to make myself
realize that you're spending a lot of time just scrolling. Yeah, like that's okay when you say, "Oh, less screen time," because I mean, our business revolves in social media and responding to clients and messages and emails.
Yeah,
I can say like that is like, okay, that's impossible to like back off from screen time.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you're just like scrolling and then you open your phone and just like click on everything again and like close it and then open it again, like I find myself doing that. I'm like, what am I doing? Like I'm not even doing nothing. I'm not responding messages. I'm not posting anything. I'm not creating content.
My head wanders right away. Like I mean to like go in my messages and reply to inquiries sometimes. And then I like a minute later, I'm like watching a random video
Reels and TikToks and stuff. You're like, wait, what?
But it starts by an intention, by answering messages. Like, when are you on your phone? Because you're here.
I think it's mainly at night. Like,
okay.
Like instead of like being like going to freaking bed and going to sleep, I'm just like
ding 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 ding.
I feel you're just curious because all day you've been busy.
I have. Like, so sometimes I spend like hours without my phone, but at night, that's like my biggest thing. I just need to get.
That's also a good one.
Going to sleep earlier.
I need to follow you on that one.
Me too.
Well, we want to say thank you for having us here, giving us some yummy drinks.
I don't even want to finish this because like it's good.
But we appreciate your time. Aww. We appreciate learning about you and talking to our people. I don't know what we call them yet. Remember, we're
little builders.
We're gonna name our people something.
The LBs.
The LBs, yeah, like
little builds.
So, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Who wants a tour?
Oh yeah, we need to do a tour.
I can give a tour.
Well, this is it for this episode. If you have any questions, please write them down in the comments. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Give us a little heart emoji with the name Coco's.
Coco.
Yeah. And you guys have to come here. Aww. It's so cute. Try the matchas.
Coco will give you a 5% off your ticket when you say Built From Scratch Podcast.
The friends and family discount.
And Coco, she's like,
actually.
Okay,
10%.
You heard it here.
We open at 7 a.m. tomorrow. I'll be here.
We will link her address, her Instagram page. And with that being said, much love to you guys. Thank you for being here and watching this whole video. And we'll see you in our next episode.
Hey, I didn't say my Built From Scratch podcast this time. I felt like the little aesthetic vibe was like...
She's too calm.
Chill. But I mean, thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.